Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box plays Avatar Legends for Magpie Games. I am the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, Johananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and also Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where we talk about movies, streaming shows, and video games. There are 106 episodes available now, where all podcasts are available. Tonight we're playing Avatar, and I'll be reprising my role as the Foggy Swamp Waterbender Duckweed.
Hi, my name is Anaya Monet, and I am playing the Fire Nation young woman, today named Souza, but tomorrow she can name something else because she is some sort of spy. So yeah, very interesting.
Hi, I'm Mei Ling. Oh, sorry. Go for it, Michael. Sorry, I wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure whose turn it was. Do you want to go first?
Go. No, you go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michael Kapow, and this is my big old head. And I'm also Mr. Kapow, and I'm taking on the role of Beggar Quinn, your time beggar.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm Mei Ling. I will be taking on the role of the Fire Nation engineer, Ulami Sho, who I don't understand what all these people have secrets about. Like, why can't we just be honest with each other?
It's fair. Secrets are fun. Yeah, so where we last left off, you all were escaping from being captive by the Fire Nation. Some of you were liberating the others. We pick up a little bit later as you guys are fleeing through the woods as horns are blasting and the Fire Nation seems to have found reinforcements and they are searching for you in force. You're running through the woods. What are you guys doing? You guys are mostly together. You can see each other, at least. What's your plan?
If I remember correctly, Souza asked Beggar Quinn if he knew about a nearby village, and he did, so I'm going to be guessing that we are running to that nearby village/safe house.
Yeah, there's a village. There is a village nearby. It is.
Did you want to, who do you think would be up front between the people who were helping with the liberating and may know where it is. Probably Bigger Quinn, because he especially knows.
Hey, you know,
I would say it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
you're on your way to the
Actually,
village of Ash Spire.
also,
Hospitable.
I actually have a what do you call it? A move here that actually corresponds to that. It's called. Let me just pull this up here real quick. It's called Around Here Somewhere. When you go looking for help from an old friend in the area who you haven't seen recently, name them and roll with harmony. On a hit, you find them and they can assist you. On a 7 to 9, pick one. On a 10 plus, both. So I'm
Okay.
going to be guessing. Could we say it's one of Beggar Quinn's contacts?
Yeah, I mean, you can make that roll when we get to the village,
Okay.
but you guys have to get there first. And you're being pursued, so there's like an active threat kind of situation.
Gotcha.
But I'll say, just for, effect, some Fire Nation soldiers walk by as you guys are crouched in some bushes.
Out of character. Everybody, do your best fellowship hiding impression. Hide from the ring race.
I feel like she would be like, just like you would just see her eyes in the bushes.
Yeah. That'd be so good.
So I think so she's like watching these people go by, but as she's whispering probably to Ulami Sho and like whichever of her friends is nearby, just like, so it was a good plan though, right? Because she's still hung up on what Baker Quinn said before about how he asked this to be covert, and maybe it wasn't the most covert, and she's going to pick on that.
Honestly, I was just wondering how long it was going to take the crazy child to bust out of the box. So, I mean, not that you had anything to do with that, right? Wink, wink.
Oh no, that was all me. That was all my improvised plan.
Oh, very good plan.
So but thank you. That's what I've been trying to say. And I just feel like I just think it's really weird that he would say that, because we haven't been caught thus far, and so far.
Right. No, you're right.
No.
You're right. Currently, we are not caught.
And no one got hurt.
Let's check over this way. Someone will say, walk towards
Everybody's gonna be like,
where you're hiding. They'll be standing on the ground outside your bush. They'll look around. They'll search, but they won't find you. They'll keep looking.
We kind of have like the doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo as we're like...
Yeah, they're kind of all around you guys. They're not like, you're not in the middle of like hundreds of them or anything, but they are fanned out searching the woods.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can keep up, but something we used to do in the swamp is jump from tree to tree. All these dummies are on the ground.
Well, I also think that is an admirable plan. I point towards the old guy who I made metal legs for. I don't think all of us are up for jumping. Also, this body does not do athletics.
You couldn't have made him some better legs for jumping?
Okay, you try and make prosthetic legs from scraps, all right?
I hold up 2 sticks.
Fair.
Beggar Quinn looks back at the group that's still talking, goes, shh.
But yeah, what's your plan here? I mean, you have lots of options. You can fight your way through. You can deceive your way. You can do, whatever flavor you're going for.
Does it look like... Oh, God.
I'm gonna vote. We for now try to at least lay low, and hopefully they'll pass. But if they interact with us in any way, then we'll deal with it. Then.
Souza has her gear back, and she has a umbrella on her that she keeps, like, her hands have been on the umbrella the entire time, like this wooden parasol. And she's squatting, but she's kind of doing the bounce of like any second now I'm gonna stab somebody. I think she even said that she's like, so how many people are walking past us right now?
In the immediate area, there's like a group of 2, and then like you can see another group of 2 not that far away.
Okay.
I would just like to remind you of the impressive battle stats from the previous. We did pretty good, but I mean, we shouldn't fight. You're right. We shouldn't fight. But where's Duckweed?
I'm gonna climb the nearest tree. I climb
Fair.
up it, like, barefoot, bare hands, like Mowgli from the Jungle Book, and climb. And I'm just kind of hanging upside down from the branch above you guys. But to me, this tree route seems at least like a good distraction, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Sousa like looks up and makes makes a decision. And she's going to like smooth her clothing out, and if there's no one who's going to like immediately know that she just hopped out of a bush, she's going to go and what's a good fake name that I can yell out for a young child?
For like a young child?
A young boy.
Billy.
Billy.
That's the go-to little boy name.
Fair. She's like, Billy! Oh my god, mom's gonna kill me. Billy! Oh my god. Oh my god. Excuse me, officers? Officers.
Yeah, they'll hear you shouting. They'll look at you.
I'm looking for just a young boy. Looks pretty much like me but small. His name is Billy. Have you seen him anywhere?
1 second. You're tricking them. So
Yeah.
when you trick an NPC, roll with creativity.
Also
Okay.
out of character because this is the Avatar universe. I'm thinking name is Bay, then Lee.
Bailey.
Lee.
That makes sense. Bailey! I have a move. Let me see how much stuff I've taken so far. I'm not gonna say the name of it because it's Bonzu the Third. When you trick an NPC by assuming a slay disguise or a fake identity, mark insecure to treat your roll as if it was a +12. If insecure is already marked, mark 2 fatigue instead. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark insecure, which I think makes sense because she's. I can't. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and automatically succeed at tricking them.
Oh, you just take insecure. Can you take
If
any
I take
condition
insecure-
or specific?
No, it has to be insecure, and if that's already taken, then I take 2 fatigue to do it.
And then you just automatically pass a trick test.
Yeah, you treat it as a 12 plus.
A 12 plus. Okay. So on a 10, you get to pick 2. They stumble. You take +1 forward and acting against them. They act foolishly, and then the GM tells you additional opportunities they give you. They overcommit, and they are deceived for some time.
They overcommit and are deceived. I'm a teen. I camp with my brother. There are criminals out in these woods. I need help. And I want to take +1 going forward, I think, against them.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Where'd you last see them? They're like worried for you, I guess.
Okay, so to be honest, I was supposed to be watching him. We were just playing. He wanted to go out in the woods and just go exploring and stuff. I don't know. He's obsessed with some animal right now. He wants to go, like, not hunt it down, but try to befriend it and make animal friends. And I told him that's not really realistic. So I was trying to go and just talk to one of my friends. And when I looked up, he was gone. This was not too far. Somewhere, I think it was over there. My guy friend was kind of afraid of getting in trouble, so he sort of left.
That was a lot of details.
So
She's
now.
obviously lying. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they'll look at each other. Do you think he would have gone towards town or away from it?
Where are we going? Are we going towards the town?
I think you're going towards the town.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
going towards
so I'm like probably away from it. He has his whole hyperfixation thing right now, and he's going to let me suffer basically and keep looking for him. He's not the most responsible.
I mean, you did roll you rolled really well. So yeah, they're gonna, hey, you two, and they're gonna call the other two guards from the area. We got to find this kid. There's criminals out here. And then they'll run off. I mean, it works. They go away.
Yeah, so I like she kind of gives like just the tiniest rude gesture as they run off behind them, like in a way that's like she's like pulling her hands and like being concerned, but then in that kind of like she'll flick them off.
Yeah.
The
Adjusting the glasses.
Right. And she turns back around and like, you know, flips her skirts behind her and puts her hands behind her back like and like will look towards where the group is and start walking in the right direction. Just
when the guards are gone, Tiger Quinn is gonna exit out the bushes and kind of gives Souza kind of a pat on the shoulder. Goes, that's some real good work there.
Immediately she lights up and she's like, "Thank you. I acted quickly. I just saw an opportunity. Thank you."
Lee's gonna say, "Wow, that was really cool there, Souza. I always knew you were a liar." And he'll like laugh.
She gives him the biggest frown. Just like just glares at him for a moment because giving him the like, "Don't ruin this for me" look. I'm the teacher's pet.
He'll be like, he'll flinch. But yeah, the rest of everybody will come out of the bushes and start following.
I didn't even realize your brother was missing. Do we even have time to go to the town, or should we go out there and help?
I'm sure he's fine.
Everybody looks
let's
at
Is that why you came to the camp in the first place? Guys, how come no one's answering me? I'm just following the group now.
Yeah, as we just walk off.
No one bothers to explain it to you.
Tiger Quinn's going to look off the direction of where the guards went and then towards the direction of the village they're heading towards us, and looks back at the group. Goes, "We better get going before they come back."
I agree. Let's go. And then you can explain how you know who I am and what all this is.
I forgot about you being freaked out about that.
So, and she's like picking out like leaves and sticks and the thing is, it's like she's definitely not wearing adventuring clothes because she has lived in a lab like her whole life basically, and so she just kind of like marches off after Baker Kun.
As Beggar Quinn is walking towards the village, he looks back at Susan. Goes, "Enlighten our classmates about how we know of them."
She turns around and has like the stance of like, "Yeah, I'm in charge here." But she keeps thinking about what Duckweed said. It looks at him and she's like, I don't have a brother. One. That was a lie to save us. So it was an important and necessary lie. The truth...
That was a good lie. I believed it.
Thank you. I thought you were going to pop out of the bushes for a second, and I was going to pretend that you were my brother. So it's a good thing that didn't happen, because you would have been confused. We, happened to come across a certain dossier, and felt as if we needed to intervene. You, Ulami Show, seem to be a very intelligent engineer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Extremely prominent, and we felt as though if you happen to your talents could be used in a better way than just rotting in a cell, essentially.
While I do agree, I just who are you working for? As I'm like looking your Fire Nation get up and down. What I it's complicated. What let's get to the town and we maybe over a bowl of noodles. We'll all feel better once we've had some real food and we can figure this out.
Do like noodles.
Sure. But if I told you, I'd have to kill you. But noodle sounds good.
And I imagine Susa just turns smartly on her heel and like walks away while I'm like, wouldn't that? But that logically, if I'm the, she would. Noodles. Let's get noodles.
Hey, if they can't have you, no one can. Yeah, you guys will head to the town. Essentially, you cleared the way of guards by doing what you did. You can still hear guards off to the sides, yelling and like be like, "I think they're over here," and like talking and that kind of thing. But eventually, you will see the town up ahead through the tree line. The most notable feature of this place is the tall lighthouse that gives this town its name, Ash Spire. It's a big lighthouse. The town's not that big. It's a small fishing village, but they have a lighthouse to steer people away from the rocky shore. You see people milling about. It's, I mean, it's nighttime, but it's not like the dead of night yet. You guys don't see any guards here yet, but you can hear that they're approaching the town.
So, do you by chance have any associates in this town who might be able to offer us cover?
You might.
Or your mysterious benefactor
I
might
hope
have
you-
established?
I hope you know whoever lives in that castle. I want to go in that castle.
And I now use my move
Yeah, you can use them
around
now,
here
yeah.
somewhere. All right. It says here. Let's see here.
I've never been in a castle before.
Gee, how do I roll this?
It's
Okay,
really
roll with
not
armor.
all it's cracked out to be.
Nice.
Oh,
So, what does
Alright.
the move say after that?
it says on a 10 plus both, which I got a 10. Here. I find them and they can assist us, and I could pick one of two. Either they're not caught up in their own problems, or you don't owe them a favor or apology. I'm going to choose. You don't owe them a favor or apology.
Okay.
I'm gonna name this character.
Don't you get to
Speaking
pick
noodles.
two when you rolled over it? When you rolled a 10, don't you get to pick both?
No, it says on 7 to 9, pick one. On a 10 plus, both. Both means on a hit, I find them and they could assist us. And plus this bonus thing. Yeah.
The ally, I already have a name for him. I already had somebody that was going to be on your side, potentially.
Gotcha.
I just didn't know you were going to be able to find them so easily. Yeah, you are looking for a fisherman, so you can head straight to the docks. There's a small pier. It's more of a pier than a real dock. You're looking for Jin Woo.
Okay.
I use a random name generator.
Actually, let me write that down. How do you spell that, actually, real quick? Just
I
so have
don't
it
know.
in my
No, I'm
notes.
just kidding. Jin space WU. So triple U.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Beggar
Yes.
Quinn's gonna look at
Yeah.
the group and goes, "All right, pick up your feet. we're meeting my friend at the docks.
It's triple U.
And I'm gonna assume everybody follows Beggar Quinn to the docks
Lovely.
to
Let's go.
the Jinwoo.
I am so let down right now. I dropped my head as we're going to these shanty docks instead of the giant
Do you
lighthouse.
just announce how you're feeling?
Uh-huh.
uh,
Why didn't
It's
you know the guy who
important
lived in
to
the
be in
castle?
touch.
yeah, but it's funny just to say it out loud like that, like some kind of crazy person.
He's 10.
Yeah.
How many of us are there in total? Like, will we bring attention to ourselves if we go as a group?
If
Like, should we
everybody
split
goes,
up?
probably. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 9 of you, plus your Airbender, which makes 10.
Okay.
So what if like the four of us go to meet Jinwoo and then we send Lee with the other escaped prisoners to like a noodle house or like an inn or something like that?
I thought we were gonna get noodles, and now I have to go see a dirty old boat guy? I
There's
want to go see
lots
that
of
castle.
water. There's lots of
There's
water.
fish, and there might be some fish.
I promise you we will still get noodles because this brain does not work off no food. So, we will get noodles later, but we have to meet someone. And
Can we go to maybe we can go to the castle on the way to the noodles?
This is really important. We're not going to the lighthouse. Also, it's not a castle. It's a lighthouse.
You don't even know what a castle is.
She said, "Fuck them kids."
I know what a castle is.
Well, it's made out of rocks and it's tall. That's a castle.
That's not okay. So is a house a castle if it's made out of
okay.
rocks?
So, you know
If it's
what?
tall.
Why don't we have this discussion after we meet with our friend who could potentially save us or, get us back in prison? Let's see how it goes.
You hear a shout from the tree line. Let's check out the town.
Let's go.
Yep. We move out.
Lee will take the group off to hide somewhere. Lay low. But yeah, you go to the docks. You will see a man on a boat with doing something with a net, and you, Mr. Kapow, you'll recognize Jin Woo.
Beggar Quinn kind of pokes Jinwoo with the stick that he has. Jinwoo, you old platypus bear, you! How you doing?
He'll look. How's it going, Quinn?
Doing good, doing good. I'm assuming that you got the message that we're gonna need some transportation.
He'll look. Look, man, I wasn't able to secure anything. Things are kind of hot right now. But, I mean, he'll like look towards the tree line. He hears the soldiers. He's like, I mean, we gotta hide you guys until we can work something out.
All right, so any ideas?
Yeah, I got a place. He'll nod towards his shack.
We have a little more people than anticipated. I don't think Beggar Quinn kind of motions toward a shack is going to exactly fit us all in there.
You might be right. Bring get it. Is this this isn't everybody?
We have 10
we
people.
have yeah.
Wow. I'll tell you what, you better go get him. I'll figure something out by the time you get here. And he'll start moving around. You'll see a young woman come out of the shack he pointed at. And she'll start speaking to him. She'll be like yelling at him.
Beggar Quinn's going to kind of per the others. All right, let's get the rest of the class together. Let's get the rest of the class together.
I'm gonna tap Wu before we leave. Hey, who lives in that castle up there?
He'll look up and he'll look back at you and smile. That's Wang Jin's lighthouse.
Thanks. I knew it. And I'm gonna run off.
Susan will probably go, like, immediately go to get the others because she feels like it would be her responsibility.
As you're going through the town, you'll notice that there are Fire Nation soldiers going door to door and like searching. They're in the town now and they're looking around.
Okay. She's like cursing to herself.
You'll see someone walk in the street and they'll push them. Be like, "Hey, where do you think you're going?" And then they'll like pull their like cloak down and like look at their face.
Yeah, in her head, it's just like shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck.
Baker Quinn's gonna quickly grab something that's like on the drying line. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be kind of like some tattered robes or something, or at least a big enough rag that could cover an entire person, like a cloak, and kind of throw it over Souza, and kind of looks around, picks up some dirt, and looks at Souza. Close your eyes and hold your breath. Kind of presses the dirt onto her face, and then presses something against her hand, which is kind of a little bowl. And Beggar Quinn also pulls out another little wooden bowl, and just kind of just going forward goes, "Coin, coin, coin for the poor, coin for the poor."
While they're doing that, I have a crazy science idea.
Nice.
There's boats at this dock, yes?
Yeah, there are boats. Some of them have engines too.
Oh, even more exciting.
Fire Nation
But-
ships have engines, yeah.
What I was thinking we could do is we could turn one of the boats upside down to create a pocket of air, and then we could actually hide under the water while the soldiers are searching the town. And also, we happen to have a waterbender, so like, you know, they could do stuff. And we also have an
probably have
airbender.
a nice little room made out of water under the water. Nice little,
Yeah.
little bubble. Little
But
water
we can
chairs.
use the boat to at least capture an air bubble, because I think if they're going door to door, even if we all are in the shack, one, that's going to be like hella suspicious, and two, we're going to be found. So yeah, I think Ulami's kind of like trying to like lift a boat by herself, and she's like
So you're still
she's
at the
not-
dock?
yeah.
The
think
young woman will look at what you're doing. Do you need help with that?
Yes, actually, I do. Do you by chance have like a long plank? Because I think if I just get the right leverage, I can flip it over. Now, getting it into the water is another thing entirely. Oh, and how many people do you think we have? If we breathe shallowly, we should be able to. Yes, actually, I do need help. Sorry, I get distracted.
Yeah, that's fine. She'll help you lift the boat.
Okay. And I assume that are you bringing the other people to the dock, or did you guys go into town and I just completely spaced?
No, yeah, they're planning on bringing them back.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're
All right.
working on a place side, so that's good.
All right. So, I think maybe we need another boat just to be safe, to make sure we have enough air, because I don't know how long we're gonna have to be down there. So let's see, if there's 9 of us. Are these like little, like fishing, like little rowboat sort of situation?
They're meant to go out to sea, just not very far.
Okay.
So they're like big canoes.
Yeah. But probably if we're talking air capacity, it would be like 4 people. Right?
Probably more than that. Those boats are big enough for 12
Yeah.
usually.
Okay.
You can
So
fit
then
you
maybe
fit a
we
lot of
just-
people. You can fit everybody under one. It's just a matter of how long the air will last.
Well, and we do have Oh, wait, we don't know that yet. But we do know that there is a waterbender, so we could potentially, like... I don't know. How can we replenish the oxygen? Well, you know what? We'll deal with that when we get to it. So let's just... Everyone under the boat, let's go in the water. Yay. I love being soaking wet. It's the best thing ever. Russ,
Yeah, we'll
my
flash
favorite.
back to y'all in town. You're trying to get to where Lee is hiding the rest of everybody.
Yeah. Disguised as beggars.
Disguised as beggars.
Yeah, we're like stooped over. I'm calling out, like, and like, like pretending I'm like coughing. Like, change, please. Change.
Coin for the poor.
They'll just yell, "Get out of the way!" as they like walk past you.
And I imagine. Come on, Papa. We have to keep going. Change.
Yes, change.
One of them will stop and shake its head at you guys. Just...
I cough. And I think we'll try to make it to the noodle shop, and like, Suzo will kind of turn to Quinn and say, maybe one of us should, start begging or cause a little bit of a scene so that we can get their attention. But then one of us should go and like throw a rock at the window. But there's also a lot of them, and if I peek in, what are they doing?
Yeah, you can see them in there, sitting at a table, trying to be like, no, we don't want anything right now. Like, we're still looking at the menu. But you do see a Fire Nation soldier in there, approaching their table.
Question: how many soldiers are outside with us?
Outside so right now, you guys are kind of like off the main street of this village, and so there's about 4. But they're like going up and down, knocking on doors, looking at stuff. 2 of them just walked past you guys. The other 2 are kind of still checking out the initial buildings in the town. And then there's 1 in this noodle shop.
That's a total of how many?
That's 5.
5. Okay. 5 outside and 1 inside, right?
Mm-hmm. No, 4.
Okay.
4.
How many
4
workers
outside
are in
and 1
there?
inside.
4 outside. Okay.
Workers, 2.
Okay. Susan's gonna walk in there, and like with her beggar cup, and like shake it and be like, "Would you happen to have any spare food today?"
To the employee?
Yeah, to the employee, but like I want to be like where the Fire Nation guy can see.
The Fire Nation, it's a woman in a Fire Nation costume, or not costume, uniform. She'll look at you and then like look away. Not really. After she hears what you say, she doesn't look at you anymore. She approaches the table where your friends are sitting, and Lee's like Lee looks really scared.
Please, it's for my fire. If you have anything to spare.
Are you trying to cause a scene?
Yeah, I'm trying to cause a scene.
I mean, trick again.
Yeah.
I'll let you use your +1 for the follow from earlier.
Okay. I'll.
It's not the same
roll.
guard, but I'll count it.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna roll and we're gonna see what happens. Oh, that just says what it does.
It just says what it does. Yeah, you gotta click on creativity.
Oh. Yeah! 8.
It is a hit, but it is a hit with a... Yeah, so they stumble, you take +1 forward, they act foolishly, or they overcommit. You get to pick one.
I want to say they act foolishly. Yeah.
Sure. They're gonna act foolishly. They're gonna derelict their duties to find the missing prisoners, to accost a helpless beggar. She's going to approach you and be like, "Hey, you filthy bum!
Oh, yeah.
People don't want you coming into their places of business and begging for food. All right, how about you go eat out of the trash? It's where you belong." God,
I'm
so
so
mean.
sorry. It's my father and I can't really work lately. It's just if you even would have anything to spare,
You'll
as a-
see
as a-
Lee and the rest of them slipping out the back.
as just a benevolent member of the Fire Nation Army.
Yeah, they're kind of dicks. She's gonna backhand. Take
He'll eat
one.
it.
Take one fatigue damage.
Those things in the back of her head is like, that's right, you dumbass.
And yeah, they'll leave out the back. They got away scot free because of your actions though, so it's okay.
She'll fall out. Like,
Beggar Quinn, you see in the alleyway, you see Lee and the rest of them. They don't notice you though.
Beggar Quinn's gonna throw kind of like a little pebble at the back of Lee's head.
Lee will look at you. Hey, and he'll like rub his head, and he'll be like, "Come on, guys," and like they'll start sneaking off towards you.
As soon as they get close enough, Beggar Quinn's going to kind of whisper, "All right, in groups of 2, make your way through the back alleys and the back streets to the docks."
Okay, yeah, let's do this. Little wild child, what are you doing during all this? You doing something stupid? Awesome.
I am so glad you asked. Yeah, I'm gonna go climb the castle, the lighthouse. They're never gonna look for me up here.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're really
It's not where I would look for refugees.
you're really
at the
pushing
top
your
of the
luck here,
lighthouse.
buddy. So go ahead
Yes.
and roll passion.
it is a passionate move.
A passionate move, my friend.
Gotta meet the king of this castle.
I rolled a 7, kind of a hit type of situation.
Kind of it. On a hit, you do it, but it costs you to scrape by.
So
Okay.
I actually have something on my character sheet that describes this exact situation.
Okay.
When you indulge in a bad habit of your own, this one being daredevil stunts, I have checked off. Shift your balance towards survival and roll with survival. On a hit, you pull it off and vent your frustrations, clear your fatigues or conditions, and set your survival. If you have no fatigue or conditions, mark a growth. So that's what I would do, is mark a growth. On a 10 plus, I didn't get that, so forget about it. But I get an extra boost.
Oh, you roll with your.
with
This is a separate.
survival instead.
Yeah, you roll with survival.
How does one roll with survival?
I don't know. I think you just click it, but I don't know. I haven't done it.
It's not quite clickable. It's right in the middle of because it's one of my personal character balance things. Not everybody has survival.
If you hit like slash, I haven't done this in a while. It's like slash RD 2d6, and then plus whatever your plus or minus your bonus is, it should roll it.
Thank you. Plus 1 right now.
Nice.
All right. So I did roll a success, but I didn't do the double thingy.
Okay, so you get to clear stuff.
I mark a survival. Yes, I can clear fatigue by doing crazy stuff like this. But in this case, I'll mark a survival, and I'll actually get a growth right now, which
That's
will
cool.
bring me to 4 growth. Yeah.
Huzzah! Roleplay growth.
Hooray!
That's a
I
good
leveled up.
use. That's a good use of your time for sure. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I leveled up and climbed this tower. and
You leveled
if
up.
I
All right,
would
that's
have-
cool.
Yeah, and if I would have failed, then I get caught by someone dangerous and powerful, and they complicate my life.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, do they
succeeding.
see him? Like, all right.
Terrifying.
See, I
I
like it
would've
when the
failed, they would've
rules
seen me.
answer the questions for me, so I don't have to decide, like that kind of stuff. That's fun. All right.
So I'm thinking that you guys are doing like your silhouette sneak through town, like you're sneaking down the alleyway, and then one of you looks to the left and sees my silhouette like climbing wildly like a little monkey child on the side of the lighthouse, and you're just like, oh, damn it, he went to the fucking castle, didn't he?
I'm gonna say that's Beggar Quinn, and he just kind of face palms.
You'll get to the top of the lighthouse, and there'll be a man looking at you. Hello there, young man. He'll look down, like, the side, like, what the fuck?
Can I have that?
Have
And
what?
I point at the light source.
He'll look at it. No. He'll like grab a piece of the fire from it and like hold it. Like, I don't think
Whoa.
you can handle the light source. And he'll like put it back. Like he took a piece and then he put it back.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't do that. You're right. I've never been in a castle before. Are you the king of this castle?
This is a lighthouse.
I don't understand the difference.
Well, you see, and he'll like point out to the coast and be like, the lighthouse helps ships not crash upon the rocks out there during the night or during inclement weather.
Why don't you just have waterbenders? We never crash in rocks.
Oh, you're a waterbender, huh? He'll like look around and be like, you really shouldn't be telling people that. It's not a good time to be a waterbender in the Fire Nation.
It's this moment that he notices I'm barefoot and wearing a loincloth, and I have a big leaf on my head and a wooden mask.
It's a kokoro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I look like a little forest kid. I look like a lost boy from the forest. It's exactly right.
Yeah, haha, you found me.
Here's my poop.
Help me find my friend.
Yahee! Yeah, so he'll look at you. Yeah, you really shouldn't be telling people that. You gotta keep that a secret, okay?
Yeah, last time I did that, they put me in a cage. It was crazy.
He's gonna look out into the town and like the Fire Nation, like looking for you. She'll be like, "You need to go hide. Are you alone?"
Yeah, obviously. No one else climbed this tower. Anyways, I didn't think they would find me up here. You don't think this is a good spot to hide?
Oh no, they'll definitely check here. Any excuse to harass the the lighthouse worker.
Oh, see, I thought you were a king and they wouldn't come in your castle. I totally misread the situation.
Yeah, not a king.
What if you pretend you're a king? They'll buy it, right?
I doubt it, kid. I doubt it. You really need to go.
Oh, that's
Like,
right.
he's gonna like look
They
at them
know.
getting closer to the lighthouse.
Because they know this place is a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, how do I get out of here?
He'll show you the stairs.
I climbed up the side. I didn't figure that was the way down. And I didn't want to interrupt you. That's why I didn't come to your door.
You'll hear a knock on the door at the lighthouse. It'd be like, oh crap, they're here. He'll be like, halfway down there's a window. Go out that way.
All right, I'm going to run down the stairs to the window.
Yeah, he'll be following you and like heading to the front door. He'll be like, go.
Hey, before you go, can I have a glass of water?
He'll like look around and he'll like toss you a water skin that's nearby.
I'm going to pour it out the window and then ride the waterfall down.
He's just gonna like not understand. He's not gonna comprehend that. And then you're off to the races. I'll say you all manage to reconvene at the docks.
I'll be in the water at some point during the conversation.
Okay, so I know this sounds crazy, but it is scientifically sound. So, what we need to do is we need to enter the water and make sure we keep the air pocket here. Now, shallow breaths. So, it's better if we don't talk. or really do anything like that. Oh, hi, weird water child. Yay, I'm glad you're back.
I've got a question. I just want to make a note. I'm not really good at not talking for a long time. It makes me nervous.
Well, maybe
Wait,
you could
Ash.
make your own little water pocket thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Back? Like he wasn't here the whole time?
No, I went to go check out that castle, and it turns out that king's not a king at all. He told me he's a lighthouse keeper, and they get harassed all the time.
Because it's in a castle.
Yeah, he's the worst king I've ever met. First king I've ever met, too, so I guess it's better to
Here
start.
he goes. He's like kind of stroking his chin. Goes, very ingenious, very ingenious. Real quick, out of character, are there any reeds alongside of this the docks or anything like that? You would grow near water, you typically.
Typically they do. I'm trying to think of. I mean, yeah, sure. I'll see why not.
Eric Quinns goes, no, I have an idea too. What if also for air? Eric kind of picks up one of the reeds and kind of snaps in half and shows the hollow end. Find this with this.
Yeah, that should work. We could try and maybe have a couple pipes. We'll figure it out, but I think right now we really just need to hide. And hopefully the Fire Nation soldiers aren't going to take a long time. Because I really think we probably, by my calculations, which might be wrong, but hardly ever are, we probably only have like 10, 15 minutes if we breathe shallow. So let's go, everyone! Yay! Into
Hey,
the
let's go check out the
water.
docks now.
Yep, let's go! Let's go! So, she's definitely trying to put on a brave face, but yeah, this is risky.
I'm gonna say this will be a thing. You are probably relying on skills and training.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll focus. Make a focus check.
So I do my focus. I missed. Great.
Oh, no.
Because I got a 6.
No.
However,
But she's not the only one that's part of this. We've got some reeds to breathe, and I'm doing some kind of water-air cycle situation. What I imagine is that we can be in a bubble, right, and have a couple of vortexes above, real small vortexes just bringing us down some air while we're in here, and we could hang out down here as long as we need to.
Is there a help action in this?
There is.
There
There
is.
is a help action. Yeah. That might be applicable.
It could be. I think typically you're supposed to do it beforehand, but I'll let one of you mark a fatigue to give her a +1. Essentially, the boat's about to slip out of her grasp and like thunk into the dock.
I'll mark the fatigue. I believe that you marked one already earlier when you got pim slapped in the noodle house.
Yeah, I'm at 2
So-
fatigue. Some of the
Yeah, so
president.
yeah,
She was
let
playing
me- I'll
front
take
hand,
the-
backhand.
Yeah, let me take
She
one for the
spat on
team
the way
here.
out.
Damn. You saved
'Cause
everybody,
actually-
but damn.
because I think what it could be is that Ulami she gave them the the good number, but really in her mind she's like, it's not 10 or 15 minutes. It's 5. It's really 5. There's no way I can stop breathing, right? Like I can't. So she's like full blown like panic attack, and then you make like a little bubble, and then you like pull it in, and it's like bloop, fresh air, bloop, fresh air, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, maybe this will work. Maybe we won't die at the bottom of a lake in Ash Spire. Yay.
And
Man,
so
if I wasn't here, you guys would have died right here at the bottom of this lake, Ash Spire. Though, wouldn't that have been crazy? That'd have been the craziest thing.
the help action gives you a complication hit.
Oh,
So
but I would have
essentially-
died back in that wagon in that camp. I would have burned to death in there, and all my skin would have melted off. Oh, that's crazy. I guess we're even now.
Stop talking.
Keeps up.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling really nervous. I tried to tell you guys.
So the GM tells you how your approach might lead to unexpected consequences, and you can accept the consequence I give you, or you can mark a fatigue.
Okay.
I'm going to say the complication for the miss is going to be that I don't really know. This is you're in a boat underwater.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, afraid. You take the condition afraid, or you can mark a fatigue.
I'll take the afraid.
Okay.
I think her resolve is definitely shaking at this point. Like the adrenaline of escaping the camp is starting to wear off, and it's just like
Shit's getting too
oh,
real for you.
yeah, it's getting bad.
Do we all take the condition, or
No,
just
just her.
one of us?
Yeah.
Only her. Only the person that made the roll. Okay, I'll find that later. Yeah, so you guys are hiding in this boat underwater, and you're using the infinite air glitch with your waterbender. So there's just like this subtle bubbling, whoop, 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 coming in from this reed. You guys are just down there for a while. You're not sure how long.
Sometimes we do this in the swamp. Whenever there's a really bad weather, or whenever there's a drought and it's hard to find water, you just come down here to stay cool. We just sit down here for hours.
If you keep talking, you will run out of air and you will die here.
Yeah, that's what my grandma used to say.
And then she died.
No, she didn't die.
We'll say that was Lee.
Don't encourage him. And she's talking just as much because
Are we
of this.
like? Are we next to the dock still, or are we like in the middle of the water?
You're like under the docks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like under the water, under the docks. But
Under a
you know,
boat.
like they would have to like get in the water to see us, probably.
Yeah, it's like nighttime too, so it's like really hard to see you guys. But you'll hear a ruckus above you. You'll hear people walking on the dock. You'll hear like yeah. And then you'll hear like fire. And then like stuff's going on up there.
Oh gosh, I hope our
Shit.
Fisher friend. Did you know that sound travels faster underwater than it does in air?
Huh.
You'll hear eventually a tapping on the top of your boat.
Eric Quinn is going to make the sound, the finger above the mouth, like sound. Not sound, but motion.
They'll be like they'll start going dat da 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 da.
I knocked back
Eric
twice.
Quinn's gonna stop. If Duckweed completes it, he's gonna stop Duckweed doing it.
Yeah. You grab my hand as soon as I get ready to knock.
I'll start to come out from under the boat a little bit and try to peek at what's happening.
You can see the fisherman's daughter tapping on your boat with her like wood stick.
And she gives you see like about the water like thumbs up.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
I'll duck back under and be like, okay, we're good. Everyone out.
Oh, thank God. Do we like march out, or are we like swimming out?
I feel like it probably like overly complicated where we all start to try to go separate ways, but we're under the boat, so we have to go in formation.
For sure, as you guys start to like look for ladders or spread out, the water will just go and get under us and lift us all like an elevator and then dump us on the dock.
That is very unsettling, but also very cool. And I have so many experiments I want to run with you right now. Not weird like that. I'm not that type of scientist. I mean like fluid dynamics. Oh, I'm gonna just go.
Barry
I like
Quinn's going to
fluids.
Barry Quinn's going to look over at the girl and goes, "So, are we good?
Yeah, they left for now. I'm not sure where they're going or if they'll be back, but you guys are safe for now.
We heard
Good.
bending. What was that about?
All the what?
We heard fire bending, right? Like the whoosh.
Yeah, they were trying to threaten my dad. They said he's a troublemaker, which, he can be.
You all right?"
He's fine. He went off to go try to secure you guys' passage.
That's good. All right. You know what? Let's get everybody everybody else dried up, and we'll see what Jinwoo has in store for us.
Could we maybe get some noodles?
Absolutely not.
I'll feed you guys. It's okay. Just come on in the house. Dry off your clothes. You'll see the old man that's with you guys like shivering. He looks pretty worse for wear.
Everybody stand still. I'm just gonna push, and it looks like it's really windy, except it's just your clothes blowing backwards as the water is pushing out the back of your clothes. And I just dry everybody off by pushing the water off of your backs.
The old man goes, "Ah!"
I think all of us are like that. I just imagine our hair is also just like floofed out.
Yeah, everything's super, super dry now. Your skin's dry.
I don't have to pee anymore.
Oh, man, did you pee when we were in an underwater bubble? You know that doesn't count as being in the water, right? We were all in that bubble.
Oh no.
That's like peeing in a jacuzzi, Lee. Shame on you.
No, this is the old man talking. But yeah, so you guys will go inside the shack. She'll make you some noodles.
At last, our noodle.
At last, your noodles. Yeah, she'll feed you.
So good. This is probably the best meal I've had. Definitely in the last month. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
She'll look at it and she'll look at you and be like, "That's kind of sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's your life." Yeah, it's unfortunate. Do you guys have a plan after this, or?
Really quick, Beggar Quinn right now is slurping down his share of the noodles, an absolute look of bliss on his face. I want to use my my move called Life's True Delights.
Oh yeah, now's a good time for that. Yeah, go ahead. Enjoy them noodles, boy.
When you pursue a genuine moment of respite, roll with harmony on a hit. Shift your balance as you choose. On a 10+, you gain some new insight. Ask the GM a question that they will have to answer honestly. On a 7 to 10, your self-indulgence creates a opportunity for your enemies or rivals, and the GM will tell you how. So let's see. Fingers crossed.
13.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, man.
Full hit, dog. What happens? You get an
All
inspiration thing?
No, I could ask you a question and you have to answer honestly.
Okay.
All right. So, group, really quick. So what do we want to ask our GM? Good question.
So what have we been told about, where do we take these people?
Yeah. Kind of like, once you have me, where were you supposed to take me, I guess?
Yeah, because once we have whatever our task was, I feel like that will tell us what question to ask.
Well, I think Would that be a question that we have to ask, or would that have already been part of what we would know already?
Yeah, you know you're
Yeah,
trying to
that's
get
what I
out
was
of the Fire
wondering.
Nation.
But is there like
Okay.
a direct meeting place or like anyone else that we're supposed to meet?
What? Actually, I got one.
Yeah.
What's the safest route to where we need to go?
Safest route to where you need to go. Well, the only route is definitely by boat, unless you can find a sky bison, which they don't. They're not a thing. Because they were murdered. But
Is there like a short anywhere or anything like that? I mean,
it's pretty straight shot in a boat. But you have a feeling it might actually be safer to not stray too far from the coast at first.
gotcha. And I'm shifting my.
You might have better
the
luck
back-
avoiding the Fire Nation Navy if you sail between the islands.
Gotcha. As Beggar Quinn is slurping down noodles, when he's finally finished, kind of leans back, kind of pats his belly. Goes, that is certainly one of life's true delights.
Right? That's
Then
what
kinda
I was
looks-
saying.
Gonna look at the group. Goes, well, now that we have filled our bellies, best. After kind of thinking about it, I think the best route for us to take, the safest route for us to take, is actually if we stick near the coastline and between the islands.
Susan's been like dissociating, thinking about the pee. Like she hasn't like really eaten her noodles yet because she's still thinking about the pee and whether or not she's still covered in pee technically. Like it's been running on loop in her mind. So she kind of like comes alive in this moment, trying to shake it off. And she's like, "You don't think that we should just flee immediately? Won't that take up more time?"
That would actually be a little bit more
will,
dangerous.
It will take more time. That's true. But it's safer. So it's like, you guys want to hurry or do you guys want to play it safe? It's kind of a decision. But now you have the path instead of just doing the first one. Now you can choose. Jin Woo is going to enter the shack. Oh, good. Everyone's here. I think I found a ship. It's over on the other side of the docks. You might be able to get to it unnoticed, but they are watching the boats. There's a Fire Navy ship out there. But if you're gonna go, you better go now, while it's still dark.
That's nothing a little swamp mist couldn't handle. As long as I could focus, I could keep our boat shrouded.
I was about to say, are you up for another little distraction?
Always. I love distracting people. And I love showing off my skills. I'll make a water bridge that goes from this boat to the next boat so we can just zip from one boat to the other. We don't have to climb down, walk across the dock. We could just launch across this water jet.
From one pier to the next. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You guys can kind of hop to the dock that the boat's on, but you will see guards there.
Can I pick up some... If the boats have some engines, before I leave, I turn to Jingwoo and I'm like, I know we've already caused so much issues, but I think I might need to borrow this. And I point down to bits of the engine that I might want to put together to make a bomb.
He'll look at it. He'll let us sigh. Okay. Your need
But
is
tell you
greater
what-
than mine.
But, however, when this blows over, I will come back and I will optimize all these engines, because right now you're just getting maximum 20%. I can get at least a 50% efficiency. You'll use less gas. It'll be great. Trust me. But right now we need to go blow some stuff up to distract. But thank you. You're amazing. And thank you for everything. And tell your daughter that she's a much better cook than she thought she is. I mean, like, did you see Bigger Quinn's face?
He'll nod. She is quite the cook. Well, thank you, and good luck.
So I would like to build a bomb.
Okay. Do you have a thing that like lets you do a thing like that?
So I have some combat techniques, which are collect material and then jerry rig.
Okay.
But yeah. So if we're getting into combat, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Gotcha. Fair enough. But yeah, you guys will head there. You see the guards. They're guarding the boat that you need to escape. They're guarding other boats too, but they're just, watching stuff.
As we're going there, Bear Quinn is gonna be picking up some smooth lake river rocks as they're walking along.
You're gonna pick up some rocks. Okay, fair enough. You guys will gather your stuff, and you will be at the edge here, ready to take action to get your boat, whatever that may be. Before we actually find out what you're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and take our break now. Right here at the halfway point. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been Avatar Legends from Magpie Games, and we will be right back.